As the world continues to ignore Yemen war, suffering of civilian people exacerbates nationwide. This report has more details.
Yemen has been in a state of political crisis, starting with street protests against poverty, unemployment, and corruption, as the war has resulted in a famine affecting 17 million people. All the years of the conflict have caused immense destruction to the country, basically every aspect, including economy, production, education, and health services. The lack of safe drinking water caused by depleted aquifers and the destruction of the country's water infrastructure has also caused the largest, fastest spreading cholera outbreak in modern history. With close to 1 million suspected cases, over 2,226 people have died since the outbreak began to spread rapidly at the end of April 2017. According to the UN's Humanitarian Needs Overview for Yemen, more than 7 years of armed conflict in the country have caused tens of thousands of civilian casualties and displaced over 4 million people. Humanitarian groups are hopeful that a ceasefire implemented in Yemen in early April will hold and will lead to a better condition. The World Food Programme has reported that the ceasefire has allowed for increased humanitarian access. Before the ceasefire, communication was impossible between warring areas of the south and north. There is no way for any goods to cross the front line, like things for commercial use and drugs. So announcing the ceasefire made those kinds of contacts possible. Also because of the ceasefire, various agreements were made, for example supplying much needed fuel. The fuel prices between 2015 and 2020 skyrocketed, about 300% increase in the cost of the black market. Apart from the very high price of fuel which was available in Aden, the north of the country has very big problems with fuel supply. So the ceasefire enabled different ships to enter the port city of Al Hodeidah with oil, which allowed hospitals to begin operating again, as health facilities, like everyone else, rely on gas-powered generators during the frequent and regular shutdowns of state electricity supplies. That's important because almost 65% of Yemenis, which about 20 million people, need urgent access to health-related services and health support. Aid agencies are not giving up on Yemen or Yemeni individuals, whose hopeful spirit cuts through the darkness of war and suffering.
Here's a reminder of the main headline.